I wonder if you care about being called the greatest basketball player ever. Does that matter? Do you want that?
I don't want it in a sense because I think it disrespects Will Chamberlain, Jerry West, all the guys that prior to me I never had a chance to play against. When I hear it, I cringe a little bit because it's a little bit embarrassing because no one knows. I never had the chance to once again to play against those guys. I would love to have played against them, but I never did. And for you to say that I'm better than him, I mean, it's your opinion. It's their opinion. I accept that as their opinion. If you ask me, I would never say that I'm the greatest player.
It's just my take on the matter. LeBron James is the greatest stat stuffer in the history of the NBA. Lonzo Ball got the gift, but he doesn't have the glow. You heard it here first. Bill Belichick sabotaged the Super Bowl. Michael Jordan is the standard by which basketball excellence is measured. Period. That's just my take. What's yours? Yo, welcome back to My Take, live sports rant with me, Michael John Pinnell. Recently, LeBron James on his docuseries came out and said that beating the 2016 Golden State Warriors, he said that right there made me the greatest player of all time. Well, we're going to talk about why LeBron James had to make that statement. Because I'm telling you, LeBron James had to make that statement. And I'm going to explain to you why he had to make that statement. But also, let me just address real quickly his reasoning behind that was that in beating the 2016 Golden State Warriors, he said that that was the greatest team ever assembled. Well, let me first address that. That is not the greatest team ever assembled. They're the three best players. Number one, Steph Curry. Steph Curry, depending on whose list you're looking at, is not even a top 20 all-time greatest player in the NBA. He may just scrape the top 20 by the time his career is over. He is not a top 20 all-time greatest player. Klay Thompson would struggle to be even in the top 30, maybe 25 to 30, but he's not a lock to be in the top 30 of the greatest all-time players. Draymond Green is not even, most likely, truthfully speaking, he's not even the top 100 players on a 100 list of all-time greatest players. So that statement that the 2016 Golden State Warriors is the greatest team ever assembled, but that's a completely false narrative. But nonetheless, the statement was made. Really, why was that statement made? Why did LeBron James have to make that statement? Why did he have to say that? Well, I'm going to explain to you why. Simply because neither his peers or his predecessors say that he is the greatest player of all time. See, when your peers and your predecessors say that you're the greatest, then that holds more weight, that holds more authority than what fans and media say. Fans Media is only an extension of fans. They're just fans who cover the sport. But our fandom does not hold authority as to who is and who isn't the greatest players of all time. The reason why Michael Jordan is widely considered and accepted as being the GOAT is because his peers and his predecessors all feel that he is the greatest player of all time.
At North Carolina, he comes back and plays pickup with the guys. Kenny Smith was involved, and usually after we get through, if we lose, we go sit down, get a drink of water, drink Gatorade, whatever it is we drink. Michael wouldn't go drink anything. He stayed out there for the full duration of 2 hours without taking in 1 ounce of liquid to replenish. It just, his mindset is above so many others. And I think when you take that into consideration, I don't know if LeBron would win 3 games or 2, but he may win a game. But as soon as Michael loses one, he's going to win the next one, I believe.
I'm saying, but if you want to, as the most dog one and go take the more serious that he gonna win the championships and do things, it's Michael Jordan.
I took Jordan.
You took Jordan?
I'm never going against Jordan, dog. I've never seen. I thought Michael Jordan was Jesus Christ, like playing to be Michael Jordan. I swear to God, dog. Listen, man.
I'm not saying that. I grew up in Chicago during the era when they were winning 6 championships. I understand. I was the same way. I had Jordan, the poster on my wall. I had all that.
The only thing you didn't do is get out there and do this. If you had done this, you'd be right here with me talking about what I'm talking about.
But what is now, Jordan is a little bit different in both of them to me. I think LeBron is a more all-around basketball player. He gets everybody in. Kobe is more of a scorer.
Exactly.
He's just a scorer.
Right.
The dude in the middle is probably everything. I mean, he's going to take a basketball game. I'll give you an example like Indiana the other night in Game 3 with LeBron. LeBron was trying to get his guys into it. Jordan would have took the basketball and scored every time. He would have scored every time. He'd have went to the block. He'd have made Pippen them do whatever they wanted to do, and you just make sure that I'm going to get me the ball, and I'm going to take them shots. Guy in the middle, we call him Black Jesus for a reason.
In person for the rest of my life, who try to tell me LeBron James is good as Michael Jordan, I'm just going to slap the hell out of him right on the spot. Right? No question asked. The next person who walks up to me and say, LeBron James, who is amazing, as good as Michael Jordan, or competes like Michael Jordan, I'm just going to slap the hell out of you right on the spot, and I will take my chances with the judicial system.
Last question for you, a flashback. I want you to have some fun with it. But it's Game 7, 1969 NBA Finals. You guys, Lakers against the Celtics. And you, the Lakers, can add one player. And you can choose between LeBron James and Michael Jordan. Which one player are you adding?
Well, I think the way the game was played, then, it would have probably been Michael Jordan. And yet, LeBron James, he probably could have played center.
Yeah.
Okay. So both of them would have been good, but I think the way that Michael played in New York would be certainly much more conducive because there was much more ball movement, not as much dribbling.
Because I'm going to be very upset if he three-peats, that being Michael Jordan, because he's going to have something over me. See, I can tease him about my 5 championships. Now he's going to be able to, if he does it, be able to tease me about three-peats, and something I couldn't do.
Of course, 5 titles for you and 4 other times in the finals, and each of the 4 times you lost, it was against certifiably great teams. Isaiah's already praised Michael to the heavens. One more quick one from you, Magic, then back to Isaiah. Do you feel that Michael is the best ever?
I think so. I think he's not only the best basketball player, but probably the greatest athlete that's ever played any sport. And I also think that I had to give praise to another guy in Larry Bird. He was probably the most fierce competitor that I've ever faced. But Michael Jordan is not only the most exciting basketball player to ever play. We only dream about doing things that he can do, and that being
So I got a question. There's this whole debate with him and LeBron, right? LeBron, chasing Mount Rushmore, all this other stuff. Let me just ask the question. I just want to ask the question from you.
Patrick.
I just got to ask you.
Well, go ahead.
Okay. Can he do anything? Can he, at this point of his career, okay? I mean, he's won 3.
He won 3.
Okay? Mm-hmm. Can he do anything, for someone like you who knows this game very, very well? You're not going to take favorites. You're going to say what you're going to say. Can LeBron do anything to be known as the greatest of all time ahead of MJ?
Probably have to win 7 or 8.
If we play draft pick, greatest of all time, okay, and LeBron wins 7, let's just say. Let's just say he wins 7. Today is 2023.
Right.
LeBron's got 7,
Yeah.
okay? You have first pick, I have second pick. Who's your number 1 draft pick?
Michael, I'm taking.
Really? Still?
Is up there with the greatest players of all time.
Yes. I will, depends on how you see, because according to the position that he plays, when people start comparing him with Jordan, then that's not a fair comparison. Because, Jordan's far more superior player and a very, very tough league and very, very, very creative.
Sure.
I mean, that's not taking anything away from LeBron James because he's a great player. But it's not a fair comparison because I think Jordan is much far superior player.
Again, when your peers and your predecessors call you the greatest player of all time, well, that means you're the greatest player of all time, because your peers who play the game, your predecessors who play the game, their word holds more authority. They are the authorities on this game of basketball because they play at the highest level. Listen, LeBron James is he's probably the greatest talent to ever come into this league. Probably him and Wilt Chamberlain. But certainly LeBron James is probably the greatest talent to ever come in this league when you consider what he's able to do. But there's a difference between being a great talent and being a great player. Is he a great player? Absolutely. I got him 10th on my list. But greatness is defined by the things you're able to accomplish. Your talent is what your ability suggests you are able to do. LeBron James is far from the most accomplished player in this league I've ever seen. But don't get it twisted, he is a great player. But the issue with LeBron James is his peers, neither his peers nor his predecessors calls him the greatest players. When we think about his peers, we think about Kyrie Irving, who did everything he could in his power to get out of Cleveland. Kyrie Irving said, "Nah, I'm good. I'm out of here." Literally said, "Nah, I'm good. I'm out." And then it was said that players from Cleveland was telling Jimmy Butler and Paul George, "Stay away from Cleveland. Don't come to Cleveland. Stay away. It's toxic here." And then Paul George, who the media kept speculating, well, it wasn't even media, excuse me. Paul George stated himself that it was his lifelong dream to be able to play for his hometown team, the LA Lakers. So with all anticipation that it was Paul George was going to sign with the LA Lakers. But Magic Johnson made the mistake in signing LeBron James. But once he signed LeBron James, Paul George said, "No, I'm good. I'd rather stay in OKC and play with Russell, who we just was swept out of the first round by a rookie in Utah. I'll stay here. I'm good. I'm not going to LA while LeBron James is there. That says a lot about how your peers view you. Then LeBron James contacts Kevin Durant and texts Kevin Durant, the report says, and say, let's go to LA. Kevin Durant says, why would I do that? And then it was, well, Kawhi Leonard. Well, Kawhi Leonard would want to go to LA. Kawhi Leonard got traded to Toronto and didn't end up saying, I like it here in Toronto. I'll probably stay here. And now it's, okay, well, maybe we can get Anthony Davis over there. But you see, his peers don't respect him. His predecessors do not view him as one of the greatest players of all time. And the issue is, when you start comparing him to the standard that is Michael Jordan, well, we're going to see all your flaws. We're going to see exactly what you are not. LeBron James is a great basketball player, but he's not the greatest player of all time. And the reason he isn't the greatest player of all time is because his peers nor his predecessors view him as such. And so why did LeBron James have to say that he was the greatest player of all time? Well, it's simple. Because no one else is saying that he is the greatest player of all time. That's my take. What's yours?